Welcome to this series where we are building up a transport empire and transport fever 2. In the last part, the focus was very much on Hornsey here, where we set up a food production area here to make sure Hornsey had plenty of food. You can see the food is now rolling in pretty successfully. It's not completely maxed out yet. We also set up a food route back to here. So what we've now got is a line here that brings goods to Hornsey and takes food back, which is then brought down to Bewdley. Now, if you watch that video, you might be aware that I actually made a slight mistake when I was laying out the transport lines here. I actually put the food line onto this terminal instead of this terminal. I've now fixed that. So we've now got a good supply of food running down here. We've got goods running in. And the other thing also we did in the last part was we increased the date to 1930. In fact, it overran to 1932. And that gave us access to faster roads and high-speed trains. And what I've actually done is I've gone all the way around the map and upgraded all the roads where my trucks run to these faster roads. It's not the fastest of roads, I think it's this one, which gives us a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour. And I'm quite happy with that, because at the moment I think our fastest trucks are actually 40. I think the fastest ones we go, yeah, 40 kilometers an hour, because we've got these Ford Model 77 tarpaulin vehicles here. So at the moment things are running quite well. Now what I want to do in this part, because we've now got access to better roads and more importantly high-speed rail, I really need to get to, where's Wooler gone? There's Wooler. Is sort out this area here, because this whole area here with tracks has become a little bit of a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that train get out the way, because we're going to be ripping up all these tracks. There's another train coming in there, but oh well, I think we're just going to pause, because the plan is to replace most of these trains anyway. So I think we're just going to get rid of the trains and just going to sell off, and we can sell this one as well. It's only the two here. Well, it's going to cause massive disruption to my transport network at the moment, but it will reap benefits in the future. And we've got this tram line here. Because what I want to do is take this away so that we've got a better curve through here. Now, let's just get rid of the station. And I did promise a major redevelopment, and that's exactly what you're going to get. And I think what we will do for the moment is we need to upgrade this road here. We're going to put electric tram tracks in here, and just going to I don't know if this upgrade will work with the electric tram tracks. Yes, it will. But what I want to do is connect this up here, and because I want to take this road away. And I think what we will do, well, we got a little bit of a tram depot over here, so we're just going to move that down to here for the moment. And we have one there, and find Wooler trams here. Wow, and we got 3 tram lines on this route. Okay, it's not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Finished line. I'm going to take off Church Street, and we're going to put add station. And after King's Road, we're going to add you, and we're going to bring you down to here for the moment. And just going to bring him, click on here again. A circle, this is Church Street, move you, and come the crescent, and oops, it's double backed on itself. Great. Why won't that come round to here? This is Richmond Road. Oh no, it's fixed itself. Good. And then I'm gonna get Wooler here. And we need Richmond Road and a station here. And then we'll move Church Street. When I'll sort the trams out if there's anything really badly wrong. And then we can just get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, and you, and you. And take this vehicle in the way. Sorry. Manage vehicle. Just gonna have to sell you. Again, the trams are all. It's up to you. Manage vehicle. Sell you. So we've now got this here, and what I want to do is get rid of all this track here. On that, I want take off no tram tracks here, and what I want to do is run a little road out a little bit like that, and then I want to run this down, aiming at is how can we say, about that direction, maybe over a smidge, and we'll bring this road down here like that, and maybe we'll connect this through to here, and we're just going to have to get rid of this track. And then what I'm thinking is we'll start with this. We're going to go put a 320 in. We'll put you high speed, because virtually all our tracks now are going to be high speed. And what I'm looking at is I want a station roughly up about here, and what we're going to do is just curve you round so that you can get as much of that angle as possible, maybe a bit more, a little bit more. Just curve you up here. We curve, move you round a little bit more. Nope, you're too close. Maybe we need to just pull you back to about there. That's still connected to the oil refinery. That's what I want. I'm not happy with that. Let me just get rid of this road, and I'm going to put a little bit more of a shallower angle here, and maybe connect you up like that, and just move. If we put you about there, you're still going to be connected to the oil refinery, and I'm going to put you there. We've now got 320 station here, and next thing I want to do is just get rid of you lot. You here, and just get rid of this road here. Sorry about that, residents, because what I want to do now is we're going to put a station in here that's going to connect up to here on this side. All I'm going to do is clear this gap out for my lines going south. I don't think there's any justification to run. I mean, we could run a line through here, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get, I think we'll just go with a through type station here. I think I can go back to a 240 for the oil trains, because this track isn't going to be particularly that long. No. I want to putting it back far enough for put that there. That high-speed track, and you're going to run quite literally straight through there, and we're also going to electrify the lines as much as possible. this running through to here. Run you up there a bit further. Let's get you a lot closer in now. We're going to run into that station there, and we're just going to put the indicator signals on straight away, and put no, I'm going to put signals there. Now, I'm not going to put a crossover here because this is going to be a self-contained line supplying oil. And the next thing I want to do is, I've realized I've put this in a very bad position. It's getting very close to my residential area. Look at that. The mansion is growing. And what I want to do now is I'm just going to I get a kind of through type station here. Okay, you go 240. Ah, it's going to be big. Now I think we're going to go one single lot station here. Just had a sudden idea. I think if we can get this back here like that, and I can get a line, what I'm aiming for is maybe just to the north of the oil refinery. So if we get that there like that, and I think we'll get rid of you now, and we're probably going to get rid of all these bridges like this. And it's all a big mess. And get rid of you here. Oops, get rid of these little dinky bits of track here. And we're going to have to put a kind of sweeping curve out round here. Get rid of you. In some ways, what I'm trying to do is create living space here to allow the city to expand outwards. We'll just get rid of that little bit of road there. I know the whole city is complaining, but it'd be worth it in the long run. Is probably the polite way of saying it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to come out here, and what I want to do is try and keep the speed over 100. I mean, this is going to be shipping oil tankers, so it's not really going to need to be super fast, just fast enough to, and then we're going to run you smack bang through into there. Wow, that's deep cutting, but at the same time, we may be able to turn that to our advantage when it comes to the roads. We'll be able to get the roads over the top of the cuttings, and I've got the money. I mean, I've got so much money I can afford to kind of splurge out on this. And just gonna come here. And what I'm going to do now is come here, and we're going to double track this line through here like this, and we're actually going to put a crossover here like that, and here. Oh, okay. Okay, take that out. And then we're going to run you. Come on, game. Stop playing about. We should be able to put a track in here. There we are. This will make sense, I promise you. And what we're going to have is Maybe got a little bit of track left over there. So we got an oil station there. Now what I've been doing up until now is running a road route down from here. So what I want to do now is we're going to hook a road across to there. So I'm going to get rid of these roads like that for a moment, and then I don't want to squeeze this line too much because we may end up actually straightening this line out as well. That's not going to be that easy to straighten out, sorry, not straight out. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a station there. And again, I think we'll just go with here. That actually go away further. If I put it about there and then angle it out a bit more like that, we can have the road that will run underneath, because this, although I'm not using the terminus, this isn't going to go anywhere else. So we're going to go back there and we're going to run the track. We'll get rid of this little bit of road here. And what we're going to do is run this line actually straight through, and I want to hook it up to wow, it's going to be expensive. Now comes the fun bit. This is the upline, and what we're going to do is take you off here, and we're going to run, oops, ups. Jolly old autosave going through, and what we're going to do is run this line up all the way here, and then you're going to come into this line here like that. So what that means now is we've got an oil supply line that will come start up. Let's just put the route in. And we're going to start here. We're going to run all the way around past Wooler to here. Then what we're going to do is take you back to here, Wooler South. So we're going to bring crude oil from here to here, back to here to deliver to the oil refinery. We're going to call you train cargo 1932. And I think we'll call you Wooler Crude 2. This is what we need to do now. If we come to here, and we need to take off all these, and actually Wooler East as well. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add a station there, back to here, and back to here, and right, I'm just going to click here, and I'm just going to rename that back to 32. So what we've got now is our oil line through here, which will run all this way. It should bring in lots of crude here to the refinery and get that up and running. And we're just going to have to rework the tram tracks. Now the next thing I want to do here is we're going to configure, we're going to put some passenger platforms in, and like that, and we're going to put high speed electric in, double track like this. This is going to be a very big station when it's finished, and if I put passenger platforms in, I mean I could have put shorter platforms on actually, but I don't think it's really worth it. And I suppose we better put in passenger building. It's gonna tell me it's gonna. Okay. Let's put a couple of these on to make it look like it's a combination of cargo and passengers. We've now got this line here, and the next thing I want to do is just get rid of all this line. I know some of you will say that I can upgrade this track, but what I really want to do is just relay this. If you actually look at it, it's a bit wavy. So what I want to do is just straighten all this track through, because this is going to be the long duration track. This is why I want to spend the time getting it right. Just take you off here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind fixing this as well. Let's take that off. And actually, we're going to come all the way back to here, I think. Just take out this center of this viaduct as well. I think we can leave those trains for the moment. We don't want to mess about too much as he rips everything up. Let's get rid of you as well. Probably have to put a new train depot in. I'm just going to put you back here. We're going to start. This track's curving the wrong way, so actually let's just take that off and that off and that off as well. We've got this line coming out of here, and what we're going to do is literally run off in that direction. Oops. No, don't like that. This might not be quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. We can. I thought that'd be better. I'm going to run this there. And what we're aiming for is just over there. I'm going to quite literally run the track through like this. Oops. We keep running for that black square. I'm just going to put you up here. And just hook you through here. If I swing it out slightly that way, that. This is where we're going to have to get a pretty long sweeping curve in here. Back a bit. Maybe back a little bit further. Pick the speed up a little bit more. Okay, just put that in there. And we're going to run you up into there, like that. And we're going to run this line here. And run you through like that. To back to here. Couple of little bits of track here. Get rid of. We've now got our line here, and we're going to put the crossover here. These high-speed trains need deeper crossovers. And the track is virtually straight. let's go you a lot deeper then. Okay, got there. We've now got this line running backwards and forwards to here. If we go to here, this station here, oops, and we need the line E to Wooler. What's this? This is Leon C, and we don't have Wooler East anymore, so we just have to view and not connect to all stations. We're just going to take Wooler South off and have to come back to here and connect up to you here. So we've now got the connection here, and we're just going to make you 32 as well. We've now got this line connecting up here, and that's what we're going to do. I think we'll just go with conventional track here. But I think what we will do is start to replace this with oh come on. Eventually I'll replace this completely. Now there's something new I want to do now, which is we need to get a line through to Sandown. I did consider coming round this way, but it seemed a bit out of place because Sandown is actually in that direction. So what I want to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to try and get some height. What I want to do is I didn't get high enough. I had a feeling I was going to have a slight problem with this, so I think what we're going to need to do is I don't want to get too close, so maybe I need to come away a little bit more. What we're going to do is come here with a bit of a steel bridge here. Oh, okay, you're going to have to come off like that. I'm just going to pull you like that, and hopefully this will come off alongside it like that. And we've got the two lines running around here, and then what we're going to do is run this line off and start bringing it down. Oh, that's no good. Well, I want it to curve away, because what I'm aiming for is roughly this mountain here, because I did consider going here, but with these two farms, so what we're going to have to do is go through the mountain there. We're going to have to come here. That will work, and that will. I'm just going to curve this line around like this. And we get rid of this road here. Sorry, residents. No, I just want to see how far this will go before it drops down. I think we'll go with that. We can come there, and what we could probably do now is take the road through here, but I don't want it to cross. Well, I suppose it's only going to be local traffic, so what I can do is just push you through like that. That's interesting, I didn't realise that. And I think we can just, there's collision. It's a little bit messy, but this is just purely cosmetic reasons. I'm not going to be sending anything down here, although we may want trucks down here. So we've now got this line set up. Now comes the next fun bit. So we've now got a line from here to here, and what I want to do now is we've got a materials line that comes down here, and also well, I can't remember now, is it materials, and I'm thinking maybe having a tool. Now I think we can supply tools with trucks. So I can't remember what else I wanted to come down here. Well, we've got a materials up line that needs to come through here as well, and we also need another passenger line here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to extend this again and configure platform. We'll put, I think this will count as an extra. Putting it. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but if it doesn't work, just have to re-engineer it again. And just have this line here running up like this. Again, it's going to be high speed. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to put a cargo platform on this side, like this. And got the materials line here. We've got this whole mishmash here, which is very messy. Again, we're just going to have to get rid of managed vehicles, details, you're gone, and what we're going to do is delete all this through here. And what I'm thinking now is I want get rid of a line here. Got a materials line there, but what I want to do is, so we're going to strike off from here with the high-speed track going quite literally in a dead straight start with. I have to have a crossover here, but so that this can come in here like that, and what I'm aiming for is out about here. We're just going to take out, get rid of view, get rid of view, and what I'm aiming at is virtually for a dead straight track across here for a read. So we're just going to come here, we're going to come across around like that, and then we're going to run here. Right, we're going to pull back to about here, and then what I'm going to do is just delete this section here, and what we're going to do is put in a passenger station in about here. 2 platforms, 240 meters, and just going to just orientate it a little bit like this. Actually, maybe I need to come in. Actually, let's just put the station in. I made a bit of a mistake here. And what we're going to do is have the station about there, and delete this track again. Get the nice refund. I'm just going to delete you. Track high speed. You're going to go into there. Just get rid of you. Maybe we'll just run that there like that. Still not exactly orientated the direction I want it to go. What I'm going to do is just run this straight through to there, like that. And now this is going to be a 3-station through line, so I can't see the point of having crossovers. I'm just going to come like this and like this. So we've now got a station here, and what we need to do is actually upgrade this as well. And we're just going to run you in like that. Now, the reason I've built this out here is that we are going to have an airport out here. And what we're going to have to do is put a road in alongside like this. And what I would like, if possible, is for the airport to be just the other side. Like this. Eventually we will upgrade it to be an international airport, but the idea is the train running from here to here will stop at the airport in both directions. So we're just going to come here, Wooler to Hornsey managed line. We've got Hornsey, which is going to take off that, and we're going to add this as a station. Run through to here and back to here, and you're going to be Wooler 32. We're going to have to sort this line out as well. I mean, there's lots of stuff that I need to do. Now, what I want to do is separate out these lines here. So at the moment we've got the crossover there, and we've got this line here. What I want to do now is bring this line through so that it connects to here. What we're going to do is branch this line off. What we got here, this line comes through here. This is carrying materials from here to here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of you. Like that. And just going to take that curve off there, like that. In fact, let's just can run this now virtually out completely, because I don't need to curve it into that line now. We're going to take you out here, like this. and you're now going to, no, we're not upgrading for the moment, we're just laying track. And what I want to do is run this. How's that? Oh, it's horrible. Ah, so it's horrible, and then it's on the. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of this road here, and that bit of track there, and then we'll run the track first. We'll run the track to about here, and then we'll run it through here. What I want to do is run this track through to connect roughly about here. And then you're going to run through to here, cross through here, and you're going to run into, oops, you stop about there, and then if we can run the track into here. That connected up. Okay, you're gonna have to kind of branch out a little bit like that. So we've now got the materials line here. We come in here, full of materials, manage line, and we've got Hornsey West, Wooler East. Let's delete you. And I've lost the station again. And I'm just going to add a station here. And you can now come in on this line here. And I'm just going to edit you. Full of materials. So we're downloading the main structure. I've got a lot of tidying up to do around here. But I'm going to do that off camera because I'm aware this video is getting a little bit overly long, and I've still got quite a lot of work to do because we need to connect up this line here. We need to re-establish this line here, and what I'm inclined to do is not actually connect this line up to either of these lines. We're just going to come straight over here because the main user of this line is coming from here. Is the Normanton tools. If we show you the tool here, it's meant to be coming up to Wooler East here. So I think if what we can do is rerun this line, but not actually let it cross this line and this line, so that it doesn't actually interfere with the traffic on these two lines. And I think that will work. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.